Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of K-pop Hot Takes. So today's a special one because I just feel like reliving my BTS days. BTS got me to K-pop, and I do kind of miss these kind of choreos that they used to give us. I want to shout out my top 10 favorite BTS choreographies. Some are obviously very well known and some may not be as well known. So let's get into it. So starting at number 10, it's none other than Idol. This choreo was just it's just, I think before they used to say this was the most difficult choreography because it's high intensity, it's got a lot of jumps, it's got a lot of, it's a very demanding choreography. The chorus especially, and you know, it's like a full body, it's a high energy chorus because there's a lot of jumps, like when they do, so obviously they do the jump into the moving forward, and then they do the leg kick, and then they do the jumps in the air. It's just an amazing choreography that builds up to an amazing climax. Never get tired of this because it's got the African influence, it's got the Gwara Gwara reference, which J-Hope has spoken about as well. I think it was just something that you don't really get to see in idol groups, and part of what makes BTS so special is choreographies exactly like this. At number 9, this reminds me of when I first discovered BTS, and especially the SNL performance of this song. Mike dropped the remix version, the extended one. Oh, it's just the swag, and it makes you want to dance to it. I'm just like, oh my god, I want to dance to it. Like, it's just so hip hop and it's so cool, but it's still so demanding, especially when they do the outro, when they do the breakdown, and I'm just like, how do you have the energy to still do this after you've been dancing a whole 4 minutes and you've got an extended version and you're still going off on that? Definitely one of my favorite BTS choreographies. I think it just carries the energy of the song, like especially the "Did you see my bag? Did you see my bag?" Such good references of like iconic hip hop routines as well. They incorporated it perfectly in a way that just matched the energy and they carried it off in a way that made sense. But in 8th place, I've got Let Go, which is not really one that I don't think many people would discuss, but when I first saw this clip, it was referenced in another video. I think the choreo is so beautiful and so expressive, especially when they do this that move, and it's so I don't know, there's no words for it. I just love seeing these lyrical, expressive choreographies in something that, in a way that you wouldn't expect, really, and it's so beautifully done, especially the way Jimin and Jungkook do it. They do it so beautifully, and it just adds to the emotion of the song. It really pulls you in, it makes it very dramatic, it looks beautiful on stage, especially when they did it at the BTS Bombs, and they had those beautiful silk sateen shirts. Moments like those, I'm just like, this is just so beautiful, and it suits everyone really well, and I think everyone does the moves with a slight flavor of who they are as well, but it looks so good and so cohesive, and it keeps the emotion of the song. One of my favorites. I could watch it always, all the time. I feel like the more you watch it, you can find little new things every now and then. So number 7, it's not other than Danger. Listen, classic BTS were not playing. I find that they were very the synchronization back then was even more clinical, and people's personalities weren't really showing per se in performances. It was more so just about the group moving as one. Obviously now they've developed a lot of personalities in how they move, which I love, but Danger is one of those. I had to choose between Danger and another song, which I'll add in my honorary mentions at the end. But Danger won just because it has that thing that just it just excites me, and it's so it's just so slick, and it's so kind of 90s Michael Jackson-esque, very 90s influence, and that's why I love it. So yeah, Danger, number 7. At number 6, this is another one I had to pick because I was thinking of another song as well, but DNA is quintessential BTS. DNA is so beautiful and it's so them. No one else could have thought of that choreo but them. It just fits them so perfectly. For when they hold each other's arms and they do the DNA kind of, and they ripple and they move. And when is it Jungkook and J-Hope on the floor sliding, or is it Jimin? Like, it's such a perfect choreo. And the ending, the na 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 na, and then the locks. Oh my god! And the isolations. This is when BTS were in their bag. Like, this era is phenomenal. And obviously this is when obviously like really blew up, and you can see why, because the attention to detail, the amazing choreography, the songs worked so well with the choreo, and it had this exciting element to it, and they had their personality, and they looked like they were having so much fun as well. But I think it's also one of the most difficult choreos of theirs, because it's very intricate, and it's very like the footwork, the jumps and everything. It's not easy. It's not easy. I've not seen many covers of it, and I can see why. It's so hard, but I love it. And number 5, another classic, Fire. Fire is such a sick choreo, because the thing is, the chorus is not super difficult. It's quite like, especially the bit where it relaxes, which kind of adds the personality of it as well. And hence why when I said I discovered K-pop and I discovered BTS, they had so much personality, because they weren't just about just dancing hard. They had moments where it was just a bit more like just chill, which is the good thing of having a group that's not just full of great dancers, because then you have to accommodate choreography for everyone. But those moments are what made them shine, because they showed their personality so well. And Fire was one of my favorites, because it builds and builds and builds so nicely. And then when Jimin does the that bridge and the ha 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 ha, and it's not done, and it goes and it carries on to the fire, and there's a ha 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 ha. Are you crazy? I'm sorry. That choreo is, I'm like, should I have ranked it higher? But this is why the others coming are just that good that this has to be number 5. I absolutely love this choreo, and they killed it, especially in the dance practice, and the dancers come up in the background. Ridiculous. Honestly, this is like, and Taeyong in the center killing it. So yeah, Fire, number 5. Such an iconic choreography, sickening. So number 4 is my absolute baby that I feel like not many people talk about. I don't know what ARMY really think of this song actually, but as like a BTS fan, I just feel like this song doesn't get enough credit. And Best of Me, this is Best of Me, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, I've watched every single stage of it multiple times. Like, it makes me happy. I love this song as well. It's in like EDM bag, but I just think it reminded me of another choreo, because they kind of like split and then come back in. There's just that beauty of it, and it's got this speed, like, and the duo performance with Jungkook and Jimin, and the way when they're dancing together. Oh my god, like, it suits it so well. And the ending when they're dancing in a line and they do the spins, like they do like 2-3 pirouettes. Oh my god, I love this song, and I love this choreography. It makes me happy, and it's a very beautiful choreography. There's actually one where there's a fan cam, and they've got like suspenders, and Jimin's got like they've all got white tops on and black jeans, and you can see how beautiful the choreo is, because the arm movements it takes, and then they have to move back and forth. I think it's underappreciated as a choreo. It's one of my favorites, and it's one of their best, I think. It's a shame when they went into the tours, they kind of like only do it past the bridge, but I can get it because you have to save energy. But I would love to see that whole choreo live again, because I love it. And number 3, I've got a song which is not only, I think, one of BTS's best songs, but also one of the best choreographies, which is Black Swan. I think Black Swan was beautiful, contemporary, emotive, expressive, especially like the start with Sugar and Jungkook kind of like leaning out, and Jungkook doing his solo, seeing his growth as a dancer as well, and him kind of leaning out towards Sugar, but Sugar walks away from him. Like, there was so much storytelling. Oh my god, this is BTS in their bag once again. Obviously Jimin shined in this choreo, because this choreo was made for him. This is him. Also, what I loved about it is everyone looked great. Everyone, RM, Jin, you can tell they worked so hard to make sure they encapsulate that feeling of that contemporary feel. You know, and I love that they dance barefoot with this choreo as well, which added to the emotion of the song. This is one of BTS's best complete packages in terms of song, video, choreography. I think they nailed every part to the T, like absolute perfection. It's a do your thing. Oh, stop! I can't. Okay, next. Number 2 should come as no surprise to anyone. Blood, Sweat and Tears. My. This reminds me of discovering BTS as well. Because this was obviously one of the most iconic choreographies at the time and still is. This was just, I remember just thinking they were so different because no one else had a choreo like this. It was so, the formations, the jumps, and they jump from out and jump into the center and then move out. Oh my God. Like, this was revolutionary in my opinion. Like, this is like classic. I feel like some of the magic that's lost with 4th gen. But then maybe because a lot of 4th gen groups are doing a lot of iconic choreos as well, it's kind of hard to make it stand out as much. But moments like these are just magic. Like, this is the best of the best of what K-pop can give in terms of performance and discipline and standards, pretty much. I love this choreo. So many shining moments. Jungkook once again, Jimin once again, really stood out for me. J-Hope stood out as well. To be fair, everyone had their moments. Everyone has their moments in pretty much all the choreographies, I must say. But if you don't know Blood, Sweat and Tears, you have to experience this. You have to, because they ate and left no crumbs. Amazing choreography. I love it. So at number 1, this is what I think is BTS's, they say it's their most difficult choreography. I would happen to agree, because I don't know how they move like that. And I haven't checked, so I need to check out some covers. But it's On. And I love it because, firstly, I love Jimin's intro in the Manifesto film. And I also, I loved all of that. I think everyone's solo moments were great and everyone's duo moments are great. But I think it's their best and my favorite choreo because they go through, it's very demanding as well. It's hardcore. It's almost like crumping, mixed with hip hop, commercial. It's a lot. But the chorus, they came out swinging. It's the way Jungkook slams the floor. I love the way Jungkook dances to this. He killed it. And then the dance break. Are you crazy? The dance break. I was so shook to see Sugar do the and the turn. I was like, Sugar? Is that you? RM as well, killing it. This song, and obviously Jungkook's hand up, but that's different. We're talking about songs. We're talking about choreography. This choreo is just so legendary to me. I think I wish, it's a shame it came out during COVID because I think we would have gotten some amazing live stages with this, like phenomenal, they would have done they would have done so much more with it, and it deserves more. They killed it. This choreo from head to toe, I know it's difficult, but it's so powerful. It's so BTS. It's so full of personality. The 8, amazing. So many sections to it. Just when you think it's done, they give you more. That's why it's my number 1 choreo. There's so many great contenders. There's so many. To be honest, honorary mentions to Boy With Love. I love that choreo because it brought me into K-pop. It brought me into this whole world. And its simplicity was so beautiful, and I loved it for that. Also, honorary mention to Fake Love. I had to choose between Fake Love and DNA, and it was so difficult. But Fake Love is also sickening. I love it because it's so expressive once again, and it's so emotive. And they said it was so difficult for them to learn, and I can see why. So much emotion in it. Now you're so bad. And also I had Dope. I had to choose between Danger and Dope. Dope is so iconic with their footwork. I remember when they did it on that teachers the variety show when they had to dance to it, and they all had to dance to it like one at a time or something. Anyway, but BTS, man, those choreos, those give me moments that I've not seen for a while, but I'm glad we have this. And also they're allowed to do what they want as an artist, but I love these moments and I cherish them, and I'm glad we have them. What do you think of my list? Well, what's your top 10? What are your top 10 choreographies? I'm intrigued to know. Yeah, leave your comments below. I'll see you next time. Bye.